Hi, we are moving into the 14th sentence correction session. So the first one says, exceeding even the figures predicted by most optimistic financial analysts, what? The automobile companies had earning in the first quarter that more than doubled the previous quarter. So we are comparing earnings of automobile in the first quarter and the previous quarter. So let's try to search for some issues here. So the company had first quarter earning that more than double those in company earning in first quarter were more than double companies earning in first year were more than double those of the previous quarter. So we have to first find how to keep companies earning or company earned, and the next thing that we need to find is the right comparison so that we can compare earnings with the earning. So let's look at options. Company earned more than double in the first quarter what they were in. No, they earned what they earned in, something like that. Company had first quarter earning that more than double those in that weird that company's earning in the first quarter were more than double. We cannot compare company's earning with previous quarter, and I think this is a change of meaning. Companies earning in the first quarter, yep, were more than double. So you cannot compare company's earning with the previous quarter. You have to compare company's current earning with the company's previous quarter. So again, the wrong comparison. The company's earning in the first quarter were more than double those of the previous quarter. So in E we are comparing company's earning with company's earning of the last quarter. So we have to be careful while comparing things. Standard GMAT question. Let's move to the next. So the bigger they are, the easier they become. So constructed at least as early as, are we comparing the right thing with the right thing? So constructed as early as Sui dynasty. What is the question? The altar heaven is the oldest known altar used in Chinese state religion practices, more than 100 years older than similar one is Beijing. So we should keep this more than closer to what we are comparing. We cannot break this down. So this is a run on, and the second part is not starting well. So constructed at least as early as Sui dynasty, the altar of Mohammed, the oldest known. So we should keep the oldest known with the when we talk about the time frames, and what we are talking about is more than 10 years old than similar one in Beijing. B looks good for now. The altar of heaven having been constructed, having been is a all time known of our GMAT. Having been constructed at least as early as Sui, and the oldest known altar used in Chinese state is more than. We are mixing down things, unnecessary words, and missing many words. Let's look at option D. The altar of heaven which was constructed at least as early as Sui dynasty and is the oldest. Again we are running on, we are lacking clause and it's fragmented. Let's look at option A. The oldest known altar in Chinese state religion practices more than. Oh, we cannot keep this altar of heavens in a weird way. Again fragments. So the best option that fits here is option B. Let's move to the third. It says that whereas heat transferred between the ocean and the atmosphere occurs more rapidly when ocean is warmer than the air, it slows when the ocean is colder. What slows? Heat transfer. I think something is missing. We need to keep this more comparison realistic. Let's look at option B. Unlike the slow pace of heat transfer between the ocean and the atmosphere when the ocean is colder than air, Heat transfers more rapidly when the ocean is warmer. Oh, I think we are changing the meaning. So we should be careful about change of meaning, but uh, let's move to the next and see if that makes more sense. So it says that the transfer of heat between the ocean and the atmosphere is slow when the ocean is colder than the air and more rapid when the ocean is warmer. Clean sentence. Let's look at the next. Transferring heat between the ocean and the atmosphere occurs slowly when the ocean is colder than the air and more rapidly when it is warmer. What is warmer? When we cannot keep it and creates confusion. When the ocean is colder than the atmosphere, heat transfer between them occurs slowly, unlike the more rapid transfer occur when them we cannot create confusion. So we need unambiguously correct sentence which compare the transfer at both the times. So when the ocean, the best option here becomes C. B is a close one, but unlike the slow process of heat transfer between the ocean and the atmosphere when the ocean is cold, this is a bit run on, and after the comma, heat transfers more rapidly when the ocean is warmer. So we are unnecessarily playing with meaning and we are not comparing anything, so unlike should not be used. And are we adding something? Yes, the slow process of heat transfer we are adding in the first. So unnecessary changing of information not allowed. That makes C the best option. Let's look at question 4th. It says that the rise of Incan Empire rested not only in the Incas' military might and the ability, but also they imposed a highly organized economic and political system on many different ethnic groups and permitting them to retain many of their customs and often their own leaders. So they not only but also is used. So let's try to look at but also they imposed. I think also they imposed a highly organized economic many different ethnic groups and permitted them. So different ethnic groups and permitted them to retain. So when we look not only but also should move in the same direction. So in this way A is diverting the things. Let's like it. The rise of ocean empire rested not only on military but also imposed. I think we cannot use they, because they not only is they would remove the not only but also parallelism. Let's look at option B. So but also on their imposition of a highly organized economic political on different groups who were ethnic groups who were so we have removed the problem of them because who unambiguously refers to ethnic groups. B seems fair enough. Let's look at E. But also because not only on the and not only on the, so because would not make sense. Let's look at option D. So till now B looks good. Option D says not only but also on their imposing of who is their imposing of highly organized economic and political system on many different ethnic groups and they permitted them. Who is they? We cannot create unnecessary pronouns here, and imposing is not the right word. That would create a parallel draw between not only on the but also on the. So that makes B our best choice. Let's move to the 5th. It says that 65 million years ago, According to some scientists, an asteroid bigger than Mount Everest slammed into North America, which causing planet and animal extinction marked the end of geological era known as the Cretaceous period. Okay, so North America. According to some experts, so it bigger than slammed North America, which caused. I think we are talking about the future. Oh, sorry, talking about the past. So we cannot talk about causing. So we can easily eliminate option A and C, which caused the plant and animal extinction marking. I think that marked, or something like that. That marked the end of. And this is an event that happened in the past. So and is weird in C, North America, comma, and we have to explain how. So this was an event. So an event that caused planet and animal extinction, and it marks an event that caused the planet and the animal extinction, that mark. So in option D and option E, E is removing the redundancy and avoids it. So E becomes the best option. Let's look at question 6. It said, although the vast constellation of small islands that dot the South Pacific has a population, or the vast constellation of small islands. I think we should use have. Is it singular, or we are talking about a lot of them? That's one thing that I'm looking for. But let's look at it. Has a population, although the vast constellation of small islands that dot. Oh, we are talking about constellation and not the island. Yeah, so that means that has would work. It's not have. Pacific has a population of only a few million people. It is home to about, okay, and it refers again to constellation. So has and it, both of them are parallel. Pacific has a population of few million. They are home to, no they. We are talking about constellation. Had it been they, then we should have used have. So and is populated by only a few million, and it is. Is it a run-on? Pacific is populated by only a few million, and it is. Why we use and? So we are contrasting. So we'll not use and is populated by only a few million is unidiomatic. Then we have D, Pacific having a population, no on GMAT. Pacific populated by only a few million, yet they are. Again not they, it, because everything talks about this constellation. So in that ways A remains good as it is. So whichever thing you are pointing to, you should be consistent. If it's a singular, it should be kept singular. It's a plural, it should be kept plural. Let's move at 7th. It says that complex human traits such as artistic talent or social skills are likely to be shaped by thousands, if not 10,000s, of the 80,000 or so genes present in genome. Okay, so complex human traits. Let's look at some issues here. Like or such as is the one question that we have. So you need to know. So such as is the right word here. So such as artistic talent or social skills are likely to be shaped by thousands, if not tens of thousands, of the 8,000 gene or so. Okay, I don't know, or so might look weird, but let's look for other options. So as artistic talent, I'm reading B. Such as artistic talent or social skills are likely shaped by thousands, unlikely shaped by thousands, if not 10,000, of 80,000 or so of the genes. Oh, weird. Or so of the at the end makes this goes out. Such as artistic talent or social skill So we are talking about traits, so we should use R. So C goes out. Or so of the genes, again or so of the does not make sense, and we are not using like. That makes A our best option. So A says that complex human traits such as artistic skills are likely to be shaped by 1000 if not 10,000 of the 800 or so genes in the human body. So A becomes the best option. Let's look at question 8. It says that during the same period in which the Maya were developing a hieroglyphic system of writing, the Aztec people also developed written language, but it was not as highly sophisticated as the Mayans and was more pictographic in nature. So we generally in these kind of questions we would avoid it, but if we are using it, it should point clearly to the language. So but it was is pointing to the written language and was more pictographic in nature. Let's look at the other option. But it was not as highly sophisticated as that as Mayans. We have to compare language with language, so B goes out. But not as sophisticated as Mayans, as the Mayas was. We are missing an and but not as highly. So we are missing something which would point to the language. So C goes out, and we are comparing wrong things. So not as highly sophisticated as that of Mayans, however being makes this go out. So we have to compare language with language. So in that case A remains good as it is. So all of the other are trying language with the civilization, which is a no in GMAT. Let's look at the ninth one. Said that beside adding complementary flavors to many food, hot sauces stimulate the release of endocrines in the brain just as exercise does, and they have a pain relieving effect like morphines, and these have. Hot sauces stimulate. Are hot sauces singular? These or they is one of my question, and that question would help me to answer. So hot sauces stimulate the release of endocrine in the brain just as exercise do, and these have. Oh, so these refers to endomorphins in the brain. Yep. So these would refer to them, so these would work. Hot sauces stimulate the release of endocrine in the brain just as like exercise. No, just as exercise compares, and they have a pain relieving. Who is they? Release of endorphins, or we are talking about hot sauces? So we are talking about the endorphins. So in that case B goes out. Hot sauces and exercise both stimulate the results of, and they have. Weird. So they is weird and comparison is being destroyed. The release of endorphins in the brain is stimulated both by hot sauce and exercise, and they have. Who is they? And we have to contrast both of them. So in that case A becomes our best option, which is contrasting things in the right way, referring to them in the right way, and making it clear. Okay, let's move to the 10th one. It says that a group of anthropologists recently announced that a site in Utah has yielded fossils of some biggest armored dinosaur ever found, and they are at least 25 million years older than those of any similar download dinosaur type that previously was found in North America. So we have to compare the right thing. So they are talking about the recent fossils, so that should be made clear. So and that they are at least 25 million year, and the fossils are, and they are at least 25 million years older than those of any similar dinosaurs. Okay, fossils should be compared with fossils, so fossils should not be compared with dinosaurs. So C goes out. Not similar dinosaur, fossils of any dinosaurs. So the best option here becomes D, which compares fossils with fossils. So that's the reason we'll choose D. That was it from my side. Thank you.